evening, everyone. You're taking a look at a video that my field reporter Quaid sent in. He showed me this today, so I'm going to show it to you. What is this? This was the Lavaca tornado. As you can see, this was the echo hook right there. That's what you can see the winds were actually flowing into the storm, causing an EF1 tornado. And if you can, I don't know if you see, that looks like a headlight. That'd be the awful time to drive in one of those. We're gonna back it up a little bit. This is so look, you can tell it's an echo hook because this is the rain shaft, and the other rain shaft is way back there. And so it's a rain wrapped tornado, which is awful because you won't be able to see this. It looks like an actual, just looks like a regular rain bomb or microburst, right? Or just rain ahead of the actual front. Well, don't be fooled because that could actually, because if you see one of those, if you see a rotating a column, rotating thunderstorm, and it's rain wrapped, and there's way other check radar. If you see echo hook, if there's any tornado warnings, that could be a tornado, possible. And the tornado was actually inside that rain core, which had some pretty decent winds, about 85, 95 miles per hour, and it was an EF1. It actually damaged some homes, the mobile home. Trees were uprooted and power lines were snapped. And when he went to Lavaca, he said that the road was flooded over. So it can dump a lot of rain really fast, as you can see. Let's get out here and check your forecast. Right now, are we dealing with any tornadoes? No, we are not. We're dealing with severe clear right now. 64 out in Fort Smith right now. It's 66 in Poto. It's 63 in Fayetteville, 58 in Bentonville right now, 69 on McAllister, 66 out here in Little Rock. And look at this, we got 80s. We got mid to upper 80s up here in Oklahoma. So this was the path of the Mountainburg tornado. As you can see, this is Lake Fort Smith. It started out here near Rudy. It came up through here as it went up and down the mountains, destroying homes and uprooting trees, knocking over power lines. It crossed the interstate, and that's where some people actually got some footage of that tornado. Now, it went into just slightly outside Mountainburg, and destroyed a lot of businesses. And what's crazy is they're not getting federal funding because they did not meet the requirements, which is awful. I feel bad for y'all. And as you see, it ended just east of Lake Fort Smith. Now the Lavaca tornado started here. This is military. This is military road right here. This is 252. That's 217. Where Quaid shot it, he was right here when developing. He was the camera was facing that way. When it was developing. So he got a good shot of when it was actually developing. He got a very good shot of it, and it was just a quarter of a mile at least. And that's the track. It went across 252, came up here by 215 and 217. It came here. It did some damage here near Hall Creek. Came up here by 217, right there, and then it ended at it crossed 215, out here in the middle of the field. Luckily, this did not do too much damage. There was damage in the town of Lavaca. There was a car that was crushed in an apartment complex, which is crazy. Now, we have calmer weather because we got that high pressure right now, but what that's doing is that driving that warm front up to us, and that's what's going to give us some very warm temperatures tomorrow, because once this moves through, we're going to see a southerly wind. We're going to see about a southwesterly wind, and that's definitely going to warm things up. But that's not going to last for long, as our next front from the west is going to push in, and it's not going to dramatically drop our temperatures like it did, because that air was from Canada, and this high pressure was out low here, and that low pressure was here, and that's why we had those very breezy northwesterly winds, because we were in between those fronts. Now this is going to be a Pacific front, so it's not going to be cold or anything. We don't expect any rainfall or anything out of this, but because there's not much moisture to work with, and so don't expect anything severe. Let's look at our GO 16 satellite imagery. As you can see, got some fires out there. Got some high level clouds moving in. This isn't going to bring any rain. The next rainmaker is going to be Saturday, and that could have a potential for very heavy rain and possible flooding. We'll go to that in just a minute. Yeah, but this high pressure is going to deflect most of these clouds. So yeah, high level clouds are definitely going to move in. Not going to be a big factor. Tonight's lows, they'll be on the cool side. Tonight's lows, if we can get tonight's lows to load. So tonight's lows are, oh gosh, okay. Okay, so tonight's lows are going to be down in the, well, they're going to be down into the mid 40s. If you're Northwest Arkansas, they're going to be into the lower 40s. Tomorrow's highs, well, they are going to be okay. Well, I got mixed up real quick. Okay, so tomorrow's highs, it may say that, but I've already checked with the forecast. Tomorrow's highs, with that southwesterly wind, as you can see right here, that's definitely going to bring the heat. Look at this, 80. We're gonna be topping out near 80 in Fort Smith. Look at this, out in northeast Oklahoma, mid 80s. This is very hot. Tomorrow night's lows. They are expected to get down actually into the they're actually expected down to get into the 50s. Something updated now. It's screwed itself. I'll show you the actual lows on our 7-day forecast. They're actually going to be near the 50s. Let's see. Let's look at Futurecast. See, everything updates when I'm gone. I don't know why we need to show you, because everything's gonna look nice. It's gonna be nice weather coming up tomorrow. Nice weather for the rest of the week, especially for the cleanup in Mountainburg. I see a few high level clouds out in northeast Oklahoma. A few may linger into our area, but not much. Let's look at our 7-day forecast. As you can see, I told you it's gonna be our lows are going to be in the 50s because of the dew point's definitely going to rise. That front's going to move through, take out our temperatures, not like it did the other day, but you get the point. As you can see, we do have rain showers. Now these the potential for severe weather is low right now. Mainly it's going to be out in near Texas, near North Texas. Friday it's going to be out in western Texas. We do clear out a little bit. Look at this. It's going to be a weekend. This is going to be like what, third, fourth weekend that we've had unpleasant weather. Man, oh man, I can't wait till summer. Okay, so probably shouldn't say that quick. Arkansas summers are really horrible. All that heat, like 110-degree weather, humid. Ugh. And then you get those afternoon thunderstorms that cool you off by like 20 degrees. Monday, for starting next work week, mid-60s, mostly cloudy skies. Partly mostly cloudy skies. I'm Austin Daigle from the LHS Weather Team. If you have any questions, or please subscribe. Leave a comment down if you have any weather questions. I'll be happy to answer those for you. Have a good night, everyone.